Oh, hello. Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey guys! My name's Justin, and welcome to Hillsborough, where we care about the design behind designer luxury. And if you do too, make sure to subscribe! What if I'm like not actually pointing at a subscribe button, I'm just like pointing at like, I don't know, really sad cat or something. Alright, so today I felt like making a video to help us come to terms, grieve, cope, whatever the word is. The Birkin is not for all of us. But that's okay. In fact, it should be celebrated. Because who doesn't love being a little different, a little kooky? But in all seriousness, there's plenty of reasons to not have or not want a Birkin. It's a very strenuous buying process, very challenging, a lot of money typically gets dumped into it, and just the general price of the bag is out of reach for a lot of people. But I do have to say one thing about that bag, and I love the culture, potential culture behind it. Not all of the people who like collect them and have like a million of these bags and I want one in every color. Like, to me, that is not like the spirit of the bag. I feel like that's just rampant consumerism, rampant capitalism. And yes, I understand this is a channel that talks about luxury and designer goods, but I think there's a way that we can do it in a way that's responsible, still allows us to enjoy our passions and interests. And this is what I'm thinking. If you think about actually like Jane Birkin, who is the inspiration behind this bag, you know, she has one of the bags at a time. She really wears them down until they're dead. You'll see other people do this too, like the Olsen twins do this. Assorted other famous people, I'm certain, do this. But the way that Jane Birkin also just carries the bag, she like puts all the charms on it, she'll put stickers on it. I think there's something so charming doing that to a bag, a luxury bag, I think is so fun. And that is what we're gonna talk about. So you can't get a Birkin, what do you get? Alright, so for the first bag, I figured I would start with a gimme. It is a bag that is currently trending. Everyone is equating it to the next Birkin, which I'm like, okay, I guess I kind of see it, even though it's really just like an elevated tote bag in a way. But it is the Margaux by the Row. So this bag is kind of become a little bit of like a point of conversation, right? Like, it's a bag that we've seen on third-party retailers like Essence, My Teresa, all those kinds of places. And then the end of season sale, it goes on sale. Recently, I've seen them getting removed from those websites so that they don't have the opportunity to go on sale. I think the whole idea of this like limited resource, like, oh, like it's always sold out, I need to have it. That being said, I do think this is a really nice bag. I think the shape of it really reminds me of almost like a bowling bag, but then having the open top and having the cinches or the buckles on the side, I think adds that nice little bit of character that, I don't know, it just adds enough detail that it still feels minimalist, but still has like a little bit of character. I think I like the inside out version better. It's more interesting, it's a little quirky. I don't know, it's almost like not recognizable as the same kind of bag, which I guess like if the look matching that matters to you, then maybe stay away from that one. But there's something about the inside out ones that, those ones have something to me. Alright, next up is a brand that I actually used to really follow, and then they kind of like fell off ever since like, I just like saw through all of like the illusion of like, oh, they're just here to like create controversy, and it got a little tired. That being said, I still do think that they have some pretty nice things, and this bag I would actually say I do like, and that is the Rodeo large handbag by Balenciaga. I don't know if this makes sense, but it does feel like they're almost like combining the Kelly and the Birkin in a way, because it has that strap, it's not stiff, and then it has a crossbody, but then the way that it slouches feels like a Birkin that's been used to hell and like is like about to fall apart in a way. Not in a bad way, but like the leather becomes then so soft or something like that, right? But to me, what actually feels right is they have a version of this bag that has a bunch of trinkets. I think that there's even some stickers on it, something like that. And it really gives that same kind of energy as like Jane Birkin, like decorating the hell out of her bag and just making it pretty and like fun and like personalizing it. Does it even work? You guys, there's a bag that I missed. Probably because, I don't know, I guess it's a new arrival. Someone let me know if I'm wrong. But there's another bag from Balenciaga that I think really fits this category. And it is the Bel Air carry-all bag. And now that I have been reflecting a little, it feels like the Rodeo is trying to be like a super casual version of the Kelly. But then this Bel Air bag feels like it's trying to be a Birkin. The whole like strap with the hardware thing going around on it. It has even like the same kind of flap with like the whoop, and then it goes around and it goes down kind of thing. Like the look of it feels very pointed. I do like that the gussets, still don't know if that's the right word, have these like snap closures that make it feel like very like utilitarian, and you can like open it up if you want to like carry more stuff. I mean, I honestly like don't really have much to say because it literally just feels like it. The only thing it's missing is like a flap to cover like the compartment, the main compartment of the bag. But yeah, just wanted to sneak in or run in here and talk more before I get back. Okay, so this next one, you're gonna have to just bear with me. You're gonna have to like, you're just so totally gonna have to trust the process on this. I almost don't want to say the bag because then you guys are gonna automatically be like, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna say it. The Louis Vuitton No Way. What? I know it does not match the shape, the profile. Like at least the Margaux has that kind of like rectangular-ish kind of thing going for it, but the No Way is like, it's a bucket bag. But it has that same potential to have the same energy where like if you decorate the hell out of it, you put stickers on it, you let it get wet so you see the stains, add all of your charms and chains and things like that, and then you stuff it to the gills so that you have this immensely packed sack that you take traveling, daily errands, make it your daily driver, and love it so much that it starts to fall apart in a way. I think that is 100% the same energy that the Birkin has. The way that the Olsen twins treat their Kellys. This could also just be like, for you, those of you that have a No Way, you think like, okay, my No Way is showing some age, I haven't used it in a while. Maybe you can like make it a little bit more modern by decorating it like that, and then treating it with a little bit more fun, and then maybe incorporating it again. Just a thought. All right, next on the list is a little bit of a curveball. I don't ever talk about this brand because typically this brand is not my style, and I would say this brand is still not my style, but it is the Aventure bag by Miu Miu. Is that what it's called? Again, this bag isn't exactly like the Birkin. It doesn't have like a flap, it doesn't have that kind of thing, but it does have that similarity to the Margaux in that it has that kind of shape that feels, it has that energy of a Birkin. Like it's, because a Birkin is basically a glorified tote with like a little flap that can go on it, right? So we have that, but then I think one of the details of this bag, that band with the hardware that goes around, it feels very much like that band that has like the little, on the Birkin, there's a little piece of metal in the middle of the bag. It makes it feel like that kind of proportion. Granted, this is a much softer bag than a Birkin, even if you get the, I forget the difference, names because I think it's French, but like instead of the seam on the outside, if you do the seam on the inside and the softer leather, then it's a little more casual and slouchy, whatever. And even one of these pictures has it stuffed full of stuff with a couple of things hanging out, and then the model is even holding it like how Jane Birkin holds her Birkins. So I feel like there's also something there as well. All right, and my last suggestion is also from a brand that I very rarely talk about, but I really want to get into because I think what they've been doing with bags is pretty interesting, but I'm just waiting to see. I also have never been, or not never, but like I haven't been to like an actual location in a while, so I don't know about the quality of their stuff. And that is the East-West tote bag by Ferragamo. You know, if you're familiar. I did a video about my favorite things from Vestiaire, like, I don't know, a month ago or something like that. And one of the bags was from Hermes when Martin Margaux was the creative director of it. The shape of this is almost like reminiscent of like, what if a Birkin didn't have any hardware? What if a Birkin was like in its most like minimal state? And I think that's what I like so much about it. And that actually is like what kind of sparked this video. Also like the Margaux conversations that are happening. But this bag feels so similar to that bag. It has that like somewhat long enough handle to like throw on your shoulder or carry on like the crook of your arm. It has a flap that goes over it. It's just missing a little bit of hardware, but it has that same kind of feeling. It's basically a glorified tote with a flap on it. There's just no hardware. The shape also isn't 100% because the way that the gussets flare out a little bit to give it almost like a trapezoidal feeling, while like the Birkin gussets, I don't even know if it's the right word. Correct word goes down here. If I don't know, it'll just be like... But then the Birkin is a lot more like squared, and then the gussets go like towards the inside, if that's the right word. I'm very proud of myself for finding this one. Even though like I'm sure everyone knows about it. I'm sure like people have probably said stuff about it looking like a Birkin in the past. But there's something about it. It feels very classy. And also it's a lot more affordable than a Birkin. So I don't know, that's just my take. I think it's a nice bag. But yeah, I just wanted to offer something to the girlies that maybe don't have the opportunity to buy a Birkin. Unlike me. I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about, this is fully like plastic. It's like meant to be like a reusable shopping bag. It's called grocery bags, but they do these like prints of Birkins on it, and they're just like the funniest thing to carry. There's like so much humor in it, and I think it's so great that they have something that's like this silly. And the founder is Filipino, I'm pretty sure. So that's cool. I have the Himalayan, I forget the actual name of it, but it's like that Himalayan one that's like, this is the price of like a house. So, you know, get on my level. Oh, is that one lady who's like, you're just jealous. You're like a rat looking around the corner, jumping for food. Very jealous. I love her. I hope she's doing well. So yeah, that is all I have for you today. If you have a Birkin, stay out of it. I'm just kidding. I also want your take to see like if you feel like these bags match. But if you are looking for a Birkin or something that feels like it, let me know if you feel like these hit the mark for you. Or let me know if you have any suggestions that I might have missed. Share it down in the comments, and then we can all become one loving community that shares and is really cool and stuff. That is all I have for you today. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you like this kind of content and that you too care about the design behind designer luxury. Until next time.